Somebody, anybody, tell this story. A journalist, an honest journalist, write an opinion paper, ask a question, do anything. And here is what it should be about. Did Bitcoiners solve the immigration crisis at the border? Did the Democrats do it? Did the Republicans do it? Did Trump do it with his border wall? These are the questions that Bitcoiners have been asking themselves for a long time, right? Self-reflecting on what really is the issue, listening to both sides, trying to understand in the chaos what is really going on in the world. Not just immigration, monetary policy, inflation, so other social problems, right? Healthcare, anything. Bitcoiners think about it. And immigration is just one of them. So somebody tell this story. Let's dive on in. It's 2016. Donald Trump is screaming about a wall. Democrats are in disarray. Republicans are cheering it on. The Republicans are cheering on for what reason? Fear for their families or because they have hatred in their heart? Democrats are chastising the Republicans. Why? To get elected? To be signal virtuing on social issues? Or because they genuinely care about immigrants? They want them to live better lives. I think all of these answers are legitimate answers. I think there's some we haven't even thought of. But I think the only group of individuals and the only thing that has made any real difference on the immigration issue in America is Bitcoin. And here's why. El Salvador is notoriously known for gang violence. MS-13. Trump spoke about this all the time, right? The caravans that were coming, the crisis at the border, right? He's talked about it endlessly. They've talked about it endlessly. The Democrats, the Republicans, everybody. What has happened recently? Let's take a look. El Salvador bought Bitcoin. And what do they have now? A Bitcoin city planned at the base of a volcano. Forget about the sustainable energy grid that Bitcoin is building in that country. Just think about that for a moment. A system in a country that depends on the US dollar. They don't even have their own currency. There's so much gang violence. They're fleeing to America, right? And Democrats are ignoring it or don't want to listen to the real plights of the Republicans and the families in America. Or the Democrats just don't know and the Republicans are misguided in their own ideas. It doesn't matter. Bitcoiners are the only ones who could see through all of it, right? Bitcoin doesn't discriminate. Bitcoin doesn't pick which group gets better access to economic tools like the banks do when they discriminate against people who, when they go to get a home loan or any other loan for a business, you know, a loan for a vacation, right? The crisis is getting worse, right? But what has happened? El Salvador is rejuvenating, right? At this point, nobody knows if it's going to actually play out, but rejuvenating the hope in its citizens and the people of America that they can fix that country, right? That they can fix that country. And what happens, just by pure logic, I want you to ask the question, what happens when you fix the country's monetary policy, right? What happens? IMF, tell me, what happens? Do they start bringing more immigrants over here or do they stay because there's hope? There's hope for a better life, right? I'm going to let you decide.